Good evening there, viewers. This is going to be quite a serious video, so if you're just here for comedy and laughs, then I suggest you move along. For those of you that are still here, thanks. Right, okay. The other day, some of you, if you watch this channel, you know SparklyRuth, a good friend of mine. The other day, Ruth posed a question and concern to me. Her concern was, and it was all wrapped up in her, she's into spirituality. We did that video a couple of months back about synchronicity. She's sort of into trying to understand why we're here. Is there a greater purpose? To be fair to her, she does look to expand her knowledge in a load of different ways. So she's reading lots of books, lots of different views, and trying to find her own way, and that's great. But the result of that is that she thinks a lot. That's fine, Ruth. And she posed a question to me, or a concern to me, and the concern was that my own sense of self-worth is directly linked to the feedback that I receive on YouTube. Apologies, Ruth, I'm going to try and explain this as honestly and as well as I can. Now, how the conversation started was she was kind of just we were talking about feedback, and the conversation led to the fact that she was saying, what sort of feedback do you get on YouTube? Or at least she was remarking, and she's right, the vast majority of comments I get on my videos are positive. And I've never really given that, I haven't given it too much thought, but I'm glad. Who wouldn't be glad of positive comments? But her point was that I very rarely get a negative comment, apart from the Women Aren't Funny Discuss video, but that was featured, and we'll talk no more about that. On that one I had about 400 negative comments, but yeah, I was devastated. It was a joke, I wasn't devastated. I took it with a pinch of salt. But her point was that apart from that video, which really was an exception, most of the comments I get on my videos are quite positive. Now, her concern was that that's because... God! Okay, let's try again, shall we? Okay, I think Ruth's point was that if the main reason that I feel good about myself is due to the positive comments I receive on YouTube, then what happens if that stops? And I guess the key point there is, if the main reason I feel good about myself is due to YouTube. I mean, plenty of people have spoken about videos about the need to balance YouTube or other internet ways of communicating with real life. Now, to be honest, I think there's more to me than YouTube. It's certainly not down to YouTube if I decide if I'm doing okay at living my life, but I guess, and this is where I can sympathise with Ruth, is that what she's saying is that she sees me at my most animated, either when talking, like animated, I mean, replace that with passionate, when talking about YouTube, either about the videos I'm making, or I might make some comment about other videos. And I didn't really understand what she was talking about for a while, until she referenced the fact that I had an email come through to say that I'd received a comment, and she was actually in my house at the time, and as it came through, I said, oh, it's actually from you. If you're watching Steve Beck, it was from Steve Beck. He left a comment on a video that I did, basically saying something like, wow, that was liquid comedy gold, or something like that, but it's very positive. Now, that was actually a video that I did with my dad, and I was very proud of that video. And when it came through, Ruth was in the room, and I said, oh, somebody's just made a really nice comment about a video. The point is that I'm not that animated or passionate about anything else. And she's right. She is right that I'm not that passionate about anything else. But there's certainly more to my life than making these videos and communicating with the people that watch the videos. And that's another subject, that's another video altogether. You know, how do I measure myself? How do we all measure ourselves? The reason I'm posting this video is to pose the question to you guys, because fundamentally she's right. She's right when she said to me that it can't be good, Steve, that all you're getting is positive feedback through YouTube. You know, it can't be good for anybody. I know that led on to, you know, how does that make you feel? How would you feel if that all stopped? But fundamentally she's right, and really these are things I just hadn't thought of before. So I'm just wondering whether, you know, there's plenty of people that watch this channel that are way more popular than my channel, get presumably in a similar situation, and again it's a topic for another day as to why we rarely get either negative feedback or constructive feedback. And there's loads of reasons around that, and I've got no issues if somebody just wants to say, that was really, you know, that was a really funny video, Steve. You know, by all means be specific or point things out you didn't like. I really don't. I would welcome constructive feedback, but don't feel obliged that you have to, because you're just here to watch videos. You're not here to sit there with your pen and paper trying to work out what was right, what was wrong. If anybody wants to do that, then, you know, great, please do. But like I say, my question to you guys is, is it something that's occurred to you? Is it something that you guys worry about or have? I'll forget it, I'll just put something up on the screen now, some text of what I'm really trying to say. Be a lot easier, wouldn't it? Obviously there is a chance that the reason that all I normally get is good feedback, comments to say that was great, it's because my videos are amazing. But I'm sure they're not all amazing, whether I stand by them all to one degree or another. Oh dear. Let me know what you think.